The results of the local elections in the UK were declared a few days back and
We will not be silent. We will raise the voice of Gaza.
so how has the war in Gaza influenced UK politics? Who are these independent Muslim candidates who seem to have won local body elections in the UK? How influential is the Muslim vote in the UK? Do they have a big say in who gets to become the Prime Minister? Who's winning the big election later this year? I'll try to answer most of these questions using, take a guess, these crazy videos. Some funny, some not so funny. They went viral before and after the latest election results were announced. I'm Manish Adhikary and you are watching First Things Fast. This user-generated video you just watched got a lot of play on X among people who've been proposing that political Islam is all poised to take over democratic England.
We will not be silent. We will raise the voice of Gaza. We will raise the voice of Palestine. Allahu Akbar.
That one showed Mohsin Ali of the Green Party shouting religious slogans after winning the councillor election from Leeds. In another video, independent candidate Aurangzeb Ali celebrated on a horse. Very un-British according to many on X, after Ali was elected councilman from Queensgate in Burnley. But the big headline from the election was of course still this.
I therefore declare that Sadiq Khan has been duly elected as Mayor of London.
Thai Pongal, Christmas. Happy Diwali, Eid Mubarak to all those in London.
The Labour Party Sadiq Khan won a historic third term as London's mayor. But no matter how many heartwarming greetings he dishes out on his social media, he has gone on to become an increasingly divisive figure in the UK. Critics say crime has surged in London under his watch, and he has also somewhat unnecessarily allowed pro-Palestinian marches to become a regular feature on the streets of London.
We faced a campaign of non-stop negativity, but I couldn't be more proud that we answered fear-mongering with facts. And now, with a Labour Party that's ready to govern again under Keir Starmer.
Sir Keir Starmer is the chief of the Labour Party and a PM in waiting according to Sky News.
They go, he stays.
His Labour Party is ahead of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's Conservative Party in the latest polls. But Labour has a problem. If you leave out Sadiq Khan's win in London, Labour candidates elsewhere are witnessing a significant loss of Muslim voters. According to Sky News, areas with a Muslim population above 20% saw the Labour Party's vote share decrease sharply by nearly 18 percentage points. This shift is partly attributed to the party's position on the Israel-Hamas conflict, which has influenced the Muslim electorate's response. The war has also impacted the Conservatives. Meet Councillor Altaf Tiger Patel. Among the most colourful characters to post an election win this time, the video of Patel celebrating his win with his wife went viral across England. They were dancing to Tabdeeli Aayi Re, a song from Imran Khan's Pakistan election campaign. And guess what? Patel dedicated his victory to Palestine in this video he shared on X, and he also sought blessings for the Muslim Ummah and Muslims everywhere, including Kashmir.
This is not my victory. This is Palestine innocent people victory. Remember one thing, inshallah, and dua for the Palestine, Kashmir, Yemen, Syria, Sudan, Burma, China, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Dua for all the Muslim Ummah.
So Patel used to be with the Conservative Party until he resigned following the Sunak government's refusal to condemn Israel's attacks on Gaza. In 2021, this is how he had sought votes for the Conservative Party.
Very important day on 6 May, and I need the 3,000 votes. So please, you come outside your home and vote for Patel Tiger, vote for Patel Tiger. Rok sako to roko, tabdeeli aayi re, tabdeeli aayi re, tabdeeli aayi re.
The switch by the likes of Tiger Patel and his success shows how the war on Gaza has intensified public activism within the UK. Some Conservative MPs have even cautioned that UK support of the siege in Gaza could legally implicate it in war crimes due to Israel's violations of international law. MPs like Crispin Blunt have had that stand for a long time.
In 2 weeks' time, when our ally Israel is going to annex elements of the occupied Palestinian territories.
Now, as far as Labour is concerned, it's traditionally been supported by a significant portion of Muslim voters. The Muslim population of England and Wales is close to 4 million, or 6.5% of the total. For perspective, there are around a little over 500,000 people who identify as Sikh and around 1 million people who identified as Hindu in the census held in 2021. But Labour leader Keir Starmer's backing of Israel has led to internal discord and resignation of several party members. Starmer was heckled in Glasgow by pro-Palestine protesters in December 2023.
Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine!
Seats with the big Muslim population generally have big Labour majorities. And this anti-Israel sentiment could influence voters in constituencies where Muslims are the deciding factor. But does the UK have a Sharia problem?
It's a win for the people of Gaza who have been...
I got my own deen, you got your own deen. You got your democracy, we got our own Sharia. You got your own free mixing, we got our own nikah.
This is Rishi Sunak in March this year.
Islamist extremists and far-right groups are spreading a poison. That poison is extremism.
The situation reached a head after protests erupted over Israel's war on Gaza.
On too many occasions recently, our streets have been hijacked by small groups who are hostile to our values and have no respect for our democratic tradition.
More than half of the members of Sunak's Conservative Party believe Islam is a threat to the British way of life. This was the conclusion drawn by a poll of 521 Conservative members published in The Guardian in February. 58% of them said Islam posed a threat to the UK. Now, the critics of the Conservatives accuse the governing party of being Islamophobic and anti-Muslim. Now, there is a fairly long history leading up to this, of course. This BBC article from January 2012 said that the use of Sharia has been growing in Britain, with thousands of Muslims using it to settle disputes each year. In June 2017, after a third terror attack in 3 months, then Prime Minister Theresa May said,
"First, while the recent attacks are not connected by common networks, they are connected in one important sense. They are bound together by the single evil ideology of Islamist extremism that preaches hatred, sows division, and promotes sectarianism. It is an ideology that claims our Western values of freedom, democracy, and human rights are incompatible with the religion of Islam. It is an ideology that is a perversion of Islam and a perversion of the truth."
In 2024, not just in the UK but in Europe more broadly, the ripple effects of conflicts like Gaza are intersecting with issues like economic instability, the rise of nationalist sentiments, and the ongoing migrant crisis. Now, these issues collectively contribute to a tense and unpredictable political climate across the continent. In March 2024, UK Community Secretary Michael Gove named 5 groups, 3 of them of Islamist orientation, that would be assessed against a new government definition of extremism.
The proposed definition will hold that extremism is the promotion or advancement of an ideology based on violence, hatred or intolerance that aims to negate or destroy the fundamental rights and freedoms of others, or undermine, overturn or replace the UK's system of liberal parliamentary democracy and democratic rights, or intentionally create a permissive environment for others to achieve these results.
Now, this was done to address a 147% rise in anti-Semitic incidents, according to a Jewish safety watchdog, and an increase of 335% in anti-Muslim hate crimes, according to a group which monitors anti-Muslim incident after the October 7 Hamas attacks on Israel. But as things stand now, the local body elections have shown that Sunak's Conservative face an uphill battle. The party lost 474 councillors and control of 10 councils. The Labour, despite suffering cuts in Muslim votes, picked up 186 new councillors, gained control of 8 councils and won 10 out of 11 mayoral races. Labour leader Keir Starmer, who may well be the UK's next Prime Minister, says the results show the country is ready for a change of government.